Rolling 30s have dominated Northeast Denver for the past 2 decades. They were bold against NFL players, police, and definitely their rivals in Northeast Denver. And after the major 2007 takedown, Park Hill took full advantage. So let's get into it. If you remember, Sicko Mike was sentenced to 6 years. After his release, he got a job and secured an apartment. However, the rival Park Hill still held a grudge against him. May 15th, 2008, 5 a.m. Sicko Mike gets up early to go to work. As he leaves his door, a man is right there waiting for him. This incident was a big deal to the Rolling 30s. Sicko Mike was the equivalent to Raymond Washington in LA. Forever he was seen as untouchable, and the fact that they did this was unheard of. Right off the bat, they assumed that it was Park Hill who did it. So the Rolling 30s decided to get revenge in a crazy way. May 18th, 2008, 4 Rolling 30s members drive out to Park Hill. Trey Hunted, Baby Hooride, Lil Queese, and Lil Mario. They pull up to a known hangout spot, the Holly Square Shopping Center. This is where the Crenshaw Mafia hangs out on late nights. But due to the recent events, they stayed inside on this particular night. When they noticed that nobody was outside, the Rolling 30s got frustrated. So they look around the plaza and think about a plan B. Somehow they decide that arson is the best plan. They drive to the nearest gas station and buy drinks, gas, and lighters, a terrible combo. So they drive back to Holly Square and throw their concoctions all over the roofs. The entire block is in flames. This includes a daycare, a barbershop, and a grocery store. The Rolling 30s hop in their car and run away. 10 minutes later, the fire department arrives. By the time they get there, the entire structure is gone. Everything burned to the ground, over $10 million in damages. Initially, the fire department classified it as an electrical malfunction, but later into the investigation, they found out that it was an act of arson. Here was the big question: who in the world would burn down a shopping center? Well, after a months-long investigation, police found that 8 people were responsible. By 2010, 7 of the members went to prison for over 9 years. The one member who was not sentenced was a young lady named Katsina Roybal. Instead of prison, they put her on a 5-year probation. Part of the conditions were that she could only be at home or at work, nothing else. Realistically, this made her a target for revenge. Park Hill knew her only 2 whereabouts. Unfortunately, they would take advantage of this opportunity. July 12th, 2010. It's a steaming hot summer day and it's only right to get some sunlight. So Katsina sits out on her porch to enjoy the weather. But that's when a car stops in front of her house. This story is sad all around, so much unnecessary drama for no reason. Well, if you guys thought that Denver was a joke, think again because things get serious.